I'm really struggling with the ZR stuff. I'm just going to use the iRacing one.
Welcome, race fans. Wow, we've got a show for you tonight. Welcome, everybody. This is Ron with Big Wizard TV, and we are live racing with Last Man Standing Motorsports in the Formula One Series, sponsored by Procraft. We are here on Big Wizard TV, sponsored by Stair Fittings Incorporated, and we are rocking and rolling here at Monza. Autodromo Nacional de Monza. This is the one. The mother of all racetracks. This is the world of speed, the king. 3.6 miles as fast as you can go. Foot on the floor, 80% of the way around the track. We've got 11 corners, some of the most iconic corners, well-known corners in the history of racing. And we have a treat tonight because this marks September 2022 marks 100 years of racing at Monza. Formula One guys were here just last weekend, and now the Procraft guys are here tonight. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Again, this is Ron here in the booth at Big Wizard TV. We've got, let's see, I need to get some stats on this tonight. Let me check out the team's website, twoleagues.com. You get all the info you need. We got driver bios out here. We got all kinds of good stuff with Two Leagues, including race details on the schedule. So let's jump over and check the schedule. This is our season opener. Season 22 S4 will be the schedule tonight. 27 laps. This is about half distance of what they run in Formula One with the cars that actually have people in them and not sitting at their houses racing them. But we have just as much fun here at running on iRacing that those guys do. I think but hey, who knows? Anybody out there want to drive a real F1 car? It's quite challenging. But thanks for being in. I got a few viewers already, so pop in, let me know who you are. We'll get this party started. The practice session is well underway. We've got about 8 minutes left, and the party there is following Luke Peters. Luke with the quickest time tonight, but he's not alone. There are 4 drivers, all within 1/10 of a second, running on the track right now. That's all of them at the 1 minute 20.4 to a minute 20.5. Right together. Luke Peters, Chris Springer, Eric Eater, Morgan Teggy, followed closely by Christian Bishop. It's going to be fun. Let me take you around the screen so you kind of know what's going on. We're here sponsored by Procraft tonight.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
And that is
I'm so sorry, I was looking at the dash. I'm so sorry.
You will hear that occasionally on the broadcast. That comes through with the car sound.
All good.
They're still in practice, so
Getting gremlins out before the actual race, eh?
hopefully they'll get those things cleaned up. But you'll hear some chatter throughout the race. We have on your top left is obviously your track map. That one's going to be helpful to see where the cars are. I'm trying to get the numbers big enough so you can see the car numbers. Those are the driver numbers. So if you're looking at the top right, that's the standings page. And the standings page has the position, and right next to it is the car number, so you can kind of match that up with the track. and you'll see where the cars are. During the race, cars can change, names can change colors. Red means they're a lap ahead of who you're looking at, and blue means they're a lap behind. The chart on the top left is the standings chart, and it'll show you all the times on the right-hand side. Oh, let's get the time before the race starts. Let me make sure we fix that, because that is a big part of Formula One racing. Standings. Widgets. You know what I'm going to do? You guys let me know if it takes up too much of the screen. You gotta chime in. Let me know if it wipes it out. I want to make it so you can see multiple things at the same time. So I'm going to take some things off the standings and put some things on there. And I'm going to turn off the side menu, which means that the menu will not rotate. Take off. Oops, I don't have to. Hello. Go there. And we'll give you last lap. You want last lap? That's really strange. Not to worry about it. Everything happens fun in the night you do things. Widgets. Let's try lap times. We'll take off the last lap or fastest lap and leave last lap on there. And then we'll give you the gap. I think we need gap. That up there. There. So that'll be a good screen. That doesn't take up too much room. Let me know if that is too far and too much in the way so you can't see. Let's go through what we got going on. As I said, we got the screen laid out. Left. Standings on the top right. The car you're watching is going to be in orange, and that's top right and bottom right. Bottom right is going to be your relative screen. Cars above the orange car are the ones in front of them, and how far. Cars below the orange car, cars behind them. Now, the other thing, the big orange blocks in the middle is what lap they're going to pit on and how long they were in the pit lane. On the top chart, you get to see the tire compounds they're using. So you can see them change compounds. You also see the gap between the drivers on the racetrack. And that's the gap between each driver. And then their last lap time. And that is counted the last lap time without an incident. And that time is I have two standings. Two everything. Huh. Interesting. Not anymore. All right. Well. Looks like the end of practice is making some qualifying test runs as Christian Bishop takes the point with a 120.4. He's up there on the top. Changing the order as we get ready to go. Eric Eater pulling in a quick lap right with Morgan tagging. 5 drivers now within a 10th of the top spot. Practice, still about 2 minutes to go. Practice ends abruptly in iRacing. If you do want to get involved in racing, Last Man Standing Motorsports is accepting all drivers of all kinds, GT or dirt. They have all kinds of different stuff. They have oval racing, all kinds of things going on over there at Last Man Standing Motorsports. But Thursday night, it's Formula One night, and here we go. In practice, and we'll get into qualifying, and we'll be able to see what kind of tire compounds they're using. I'm guessing because this isn't like F1 where you only have a certain number of tires. You will see everybody go to the reds for qualifying. So on the top of the right-hand standings column, you get there's a little P up there, and then a time, and that is the time the session is. And you walk right into it. So right now we're 1:44.12 into a 1:45 time session, and P for practice. So we're just about done with that. We'll switch over to P for qualifying here. Guys are just getting their last. I don't know if they're trying to get the last energy out. We're not going to be able to finish the lap. Just a little bit more practice. All right. That's really interesting. Put this away and not play with it anymore so I don't break it. Monza. Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Okay. The home of Formula One racing in Italy, the home of the Italian Grand Prix, except for 1 year. The 1980 record. It's been the home of the Italian Grand Prix since 1949. It used to have a big oval track attached to it, right near Curva Parabolica, but that has since been rendered retired and no longer being used. So, 3.6 miles around as they're jockeying for position coming out of the pit lane. And away we go. Bigg gets out front. He's going to have the clean track if he can keep it clean, followed by Martin Wallace. Vincent Tramontano's out there, Eric Heater, Christian Bishop. Let me know who your favorite driver is. We got a driver vote tonight. Who's got the best driver during the race? We'll let them know in the booth down in the lobby. Let's see what else we can get. Fastest lap. I think I have that. Fastest lap ever was actually, I believe, in 2019 by Lewis Hamilton. I believe was the one that has the fastest lap. It says 121 by Barrichello in 2004, but that was broken. 119 was the fastest lap ever. That was Lewis Hamilton. So it was a little late to the party. First race opened in September. First race was the maiden race, was September 10th, Italian Grand Prix, 1922. A lot of old Indianapolis style race cars. 1954, they took the oval off. It's been a little while since they've raced on it. Warm-ups have finished, and we are out here on our laps. As you can see, most drivers, oddly enough, not all drivers, most drivers are red, soft, compound tires. Formula One has 3 tire.
Please don't stand in the racing line, bro. During
the race, you have to change tire compounds. You don't have to change them during qualifying, but during the race, every driver will have to change compounds at least once. Now, interesting thing here, if you're used to GT racing or like NASCAR racing or anything like that, you've got a little bit different animal here. You cannot.
Yeah, guys, please remember this is qualifying.
In the car.
So try and space out. We got a lot of cars on the grid.
You can't put any fuel in the car during the race. So you have to get all the fuel in when you start. This is a league race. All these guys have registered. We are up to 23 drivers. It's getting crowded out there. A little argy-bargy, a little bumping and grinding. People are getting a little testy, trying to find some space to get a qualifying lap in. So far, Morgan Teggy on the point. Really close to that practice lap time with a 1:20.6. Adam Novotny second so far. There goes Christian Bishop with a 1:21 flat. Here come the times as the driver across the line. They still have 10 more minutes for qualifying. So even though it is tight on the racetrack, they should have plenty of time to get their lap in. also running TV mixed tonight. Hopefully we'll get some shots of the cockpit. I can always go and switch that. Let's see who's out there starting the lap now. Let's jump in. Jason Chess. I love this camera here. Going into turn one. This is the very first turn. The chicane at number one. Oh, and he loses it going into it. Happens a lot. Let's see if we can get some wins. How about Josh Lowe coming down to start his qualifying lap? Straight into turn one. Hard on the brakes here. Down this first or second gear. Down the setup. Careful out of the turns. Obviously, Jason is slow down. Curve Grande, the big old right-hander here. Into the second chicane. Not quite as tight as the first chicane. Use the brakes a little more.
Thanks for the bump.
Two right-hand
Yeah,
corners. Lesmo.
anytime.
Lesmo too. Who's translating from native Italian on the hands. Keep there. Left straight into Scary. And Scary chicane.
Freaking crap shows what this is.
Final part of the backstretch here. We watch Jason go on as he dives into the most famous corner in motorsports. Parabolic. Starts tight, expands out fast. Watch where his lap across the line goes. He thought. And that's a lap. Around Autodromo Nazionale Monza. That is the Formula 1 layout. You can do different layouts. There's a short track that just goes down the pit straight, cuts in just past the pit lane, and goes around back to Curva Parabolica. And you use that for small club racing. You can race it without the chicanes, without chicanes 1 and 2, I should say. There is no track damage. It's not time racing. Where you can discard needed chicanes. Those are the you got to keep these virtual cars cleaned in, right? So the laps are coming in. We're 6.5, almost 7 minutes in on the qualifying session, so close to halfway here. Morgan Tegge's still holding that spot. Now you can see how many times they've come in and changed tires. Now, what they might do on their qualifying tires is they may just run quick lap. They just run really fast for the one lap on the tires, and then that's all the fuel they have. So they might run out of fuel crossing the line and they go back on it. So they got to back on this, get more fuel, come back out, another set of tires. Similar to the way F1 does it, but at iRacing, all you got to do is hit the brakes, wait till your car stops, and hold the button down. And back. It does make it a little easier on the driver. But we don't have stewards as much here, so you don't have a lot of rule. I don't know, the guys up there in the booth telling you what you got to do. One thing we do run here at Procraft Formula 1 is healing damage. It's so hard to if you hit anything in one of these cars, you're done. The car takes about 2 to 3 minutes on most racetracks. So what they do is they allow the cars to hit themselves. You're obviously going to be off track if you hit something or someone. Your car's going to be damaged. But if you wait a minute, probably about 5 seconds, and the car will hit itself, and you get going again. It really keeps the competition alive. And you'll see as we get going during the race, you can watch as the guys use strategies to try to stay in front of them. So there's a lap. There's a new quick lap. Eric Heater takes the provisional pole. That's 6.5 to go in qualifying. These guys are not making it into the second Lesmo. Right-hander. The other thing they have here for Formula One and iRacing is MGKU. There's a in real racing, real Formula One, and here in Procraft as well. We have a button with a configuration for a battery, and you can deploy that battery to try to get some. Usually, most people run it automatic. However, it also has a balance mode, attack mode, a qualifying mode. And what it does is it burns the battery down at certain rates. Now, your attack mode and your qualifying mode are going to make it so your battery will burn out in a lap or two. Where a balance will help you recharge the battery and use the braking system.
Like a genius that didn't turn my deployment on there. Took you flying by me, Josh, for me to figure it out. Like, what the hell's going on?
They also have one other tool they can use. The other piece they use is the rear wing. That one is called DRS, drag reduction system. DRS is allowed in a couple different spots here on the racetrack. We can do the follow. That little section was really cool. The iRacing gods match. You'll see it here on the racetrack. He continues around and it's like the racetrack. As soon as he crosses it, see it better from the rear chase camera. You can see the wing is closed right now. It's flat. I don't think they opened it twice here on this lap. I think it's just once in iRacing. Big shout out to our sponsors, Procraft. Check them out, procraft.com. More details on Procraft, their products. All the good stuff that you get from them. There's that wing open. You can see it plain as day there on the back strip. So iRacing does have two places you can do that. Luke Peters, Eric Heater, Christian Bishop, Morgan Teggy, Vincent Tremonton out in the top 5. Chris Springer, Rich Hibbs, Adam Novotny, Brandon Dooley, Josh Lowe, Kelly Bishop, Skylar Vickroy. That's the first 11. We have 23 out there, so that wasn't even halfway. As we watch Brandon Dooley try to get back. 21.3. Morgan is his team. He is a 1.6, I believe. Wait for that to cycle back around. Oh, we don't have passes. So if the lap is green, that's the last lap, and it is the fastest lap. Just got there, along with Eric Heater. Christian Morgan. Vincent Morgan's 134 is obviously not what got him. So what you're telling me, without telling me, is that during qualifying, we should have we should have the fastest time, not the last time. And that'll tell us what the fastest time is for qualifying and let us know who's out front and what their time is. They get to complete their lap as the timer clicks off, whatever your active lap is, continuing to go around one more time. Is that from the track, like track radio? Because the driver communication. I guess I could turn it off. Let's go turn it off. And not the drivers, unless they're in the Discord and we drop down in the Discord. So the qualifying session has ended. They can finish the laps they're on. And that is all they get. So here comes one more. Morgan Teggy getting the tow. He might be able to improve his time. Morgan currently P4. Adam jumps up. Morgan stays the same. Adam jumped up there. Jason Chess. Phil Blackburn trying to increase his line. There's Luke Peters still holding the best time. 120.1. Looks like provisional poles going to Luke. And no more challengers. Luke Peters has won the pole. Martin, appreciate you being here. And I think I did get the driver audio turned off. Use that and other things that I do. So because I'm here in the booth tonight, as is, and the radio's off. So you just get to hear me up here tonight in the booth. Hopefully keep you entertained. Qualifying has ended. We've got one car still out on the track. That's Todd Schwartz, yep. He is a little off the pace. 126.1 is his quickest lap. Just waiting for the clock to go. There it goes. And we're going to line them up. Front row, let's go ahead and switch that lap time back on the standings overlay. We'll turn on last lap and turn off fastest lap. Last lap probably means more during the race. As the drivers are now getting set up and ready to go, grabbing their tire compounds for the start. You can see some are coming out on the reds, some are coming out on the yellows. Yellow's the medium compound. About 2 minutes. They get about 2 minutes to grid. And if they're not there at the end of 2 minutes, lights out and away we go. And they just are missing it. Standing starts in Formula One. Turn one, the first chicane is always treacherous and many times does not end well. Healing damage will definitely play a factor today. So we'll see how it goes. Still waiting on the pole sitter to join the track. It's always very exciting as we get going here. First race of the season for Last Man Standing Motorsports Procraft Formula One Series. And they're ready. Red lights are on. There they go, and they're away. A good jump from Eric Heater. He gets a great jump off the line. Might have been Luke. Let's stay up front for a minute so we can see what is going on. Oh, a couple bumps in the back. Most of the cars have made it through the first chicane. Eric Heater did get that great jump. Christian Bishop in the second spot. Right behind him, Luke Peters in third, followed by Morgan Teggy, Chris Springer, Brandon Dooley in the top 6. And they are all right together, side by side through the second chicane. Oh, and a big hit, big wreck there, about 7th place back, as Vincent and Rich Hibbs move up in the standings from that. Big bump back in the second chicane. So they made it through the first chicane, did not make it through the second chicane, not cleanly, as we've got Martin Wallace is caught up in that one. Let's see if we can see what happened. If my video works, let's try it. It's already happening. He spins, a couple more cars get involved. Oh, ugly, ugly. We get you caught back up to live. And back up to the leaders to see what's going on. Christian Bishop has made the pass. Eric Heater is still out front. In the 97. Teammate Luke Peters in second spot, followed by Christian Bishop and Morgan Teggy. Also look like teammates. Some top 2 teams in the top 2 spots. Is this Mercedes versus Mercedes? Because they're all Mercedes? Yes, sir. Chris Springer, Brandon Dooley, right there in the next little group. Also teammates. So these 3 teams made it out clean off the start here. It should be Christian Bishop and Morgan Teggy. I believe that is a team. I'll have to get team info for next race, so I have that out here for you, so you can tell who's racing with who instead of just trying to find the matching. Christian getting a run down the pit straight, gets by Luke Peters on the pit straight. We'll see how they do. As we're just starting lap 3, which means DRS is not on yet. Let's take it cleanly through that turn. Christian Bishop takes the spot away and is now into second, trying to run down the leader. Now Eric, Christian, and Luke all have the same compound tire that they start with. They only have to change the tires once. And the pit stop takes about 20 to 25 seconds. So they don't want to be in the pit lane any more than just one time. Really tight battle all the way back to 6th spot here. There is a little gap back to 7th there. It's nice to spread out. You know what? I forgot to bring my camera this way. I should have my camera looking at myself. I'll have it next time. Sorry, guys. Let's go through the field and see what's going on. Up front, we've got Eric Heater on the point in the 97 car, followed by Christian Bishop in the 26, who's being challenged by Luke Peters in the number 50. Fast lap times. And hey, guess what? The lap times are cut off on the screen. So let's fix that. There you go. Luke Peters does get back by. Takes away P2 again as he was using DRS down the front stretch there. Can Christian repay the favor on the back straight? As Brandon drops down, Brandon is out of that front group now. He is dropping back out of the order. Oh, we have a problem there. Let's see if we can catch what happens. Brandon. Foot on the gas just a little too early. Brings it around. Wow, that's terrible. Tough break for Brandon. He was up in P5 at the time. P6, I believe. So, yeah, tough break there. We'll get you back to live racing action. And we'll continue going through the field. Christian Bishop did use DRS to get back by Luke Peterson. This might be a back and forth battle, as Luke should have DRS this time by. We'll see. Yes, he does. I don't think he's quite close enough to repay the favor. It looks like Christian is going to hold on to this one, but Morgan is now on the tail. They both wiggle a little bit coming out of the first chicane out of turn 2 there. And no gain, no advantage for Luke or Morgan that time. So Luke in third, fourth place Morgan in the blue car here. Always a competitor, always out there. Everything he can to stay up front, be up front. He is in fourth. Next back in P5 is Chris Springer. Running some great laps. Teammate of number 14. Who has the inside. That's Brandon Dooley. In P6, Rich Hibbs. Realm Motorsports, Rich Hibbs. On track tonight. Started on the yellows. Now Morgan, Chris, and Rich started on the mediums, so they can go to the softs later on in the race. Depends on how long they run. The mediums can usually go farther during the race. We'll see when they trade off, when they switch and get the different compounds on, and see if they're going to go medium hard for the long game, or if they're going to try to push those mediums to throw the softs on and finish up fast. Kelly Bishop in the 710 is in 7th spot. He's got a couple guys chasing him down. There's Vincent Tramontana. He is right behind him with 21. With DRS, we'll see if Vincent can capitalize on that with the orange and black paint job livery today. And Christian and Morgan swapping spots up front. Morgan has taken a hold. Is that Luke Peters dropped back? In the 50, fell back. Let's see if we can see what that was. As we've got two drivers trying to vie for the same spot of real estate. Oh, contact. Looks like Chris Springer. Peters gets his car repaired and back out on track. He loses another spot. Back up and at it. Back to live action. And we've got, let's see, Adam Novotny was our next. He is in the 326 car. I don't know. There's a lot of purple cars out there. I think that purple and blue is Morgan's paint jobs. And then right behind him, Vincent Tramontana and Landon Patterns. Those guys are going at it. Let's jump back to the next spot. Yeah, that's Vincent. Now Josh Lowe in the mix with Vincent. It looks like Vincent might be the bottleneck there. Vincent in the 21 car. He's holding his own. Looks like just a great three-way battle here as they go through the second curve 11. And that is for 10th spot. And 9th. Landon is in 9th. There's a group of cars chasing. There's Vincent and Josh Lowe, and then Phil Blackburn is not too far behind. Vincent Tramontana out front right now in the 10th spot with Josh Lowe right behind. Josh is really quick. He's actually won a race here at last season with Procraft Formula 1 Series. Some more swapping around up front. Just got by Chris Springer to get fourth place. He is on his horse race. Bill Blackburn in the number 19, currently running in the 12th position. Not close enough to anybody in the DRS zone. It's going to be within 1 second to use that ring. Get the extra speed. Here's Martin Wallace trying to gain the spots he lost. Back down to 13th. Lost some spots early with an incident in the second chicane. Probably didn't like that. Brandon Dooley in 14th. He had an incident early on with the first chicane on exit. Lost a little ground there. Theo Bishop in the number 36 in 15th place, and in the 111, Chase in 12th spot. Mark Mikessel in the 412. Got to check on the name pronunciation on that one. Somewhere in the booth and get a pronunciation on it. Todd Schwartz in the 420 is in 15th place. Andrew DeJean in 96. And Rich Hibbs has dropped out of the server. Rich Hibbs has dropped. He was in the top 10. He's dropped out of the server. Luke Peters in the number 50 has also dropped out of the server. Yeah, these guys are not just going to the pit lane. They are out of the server, so they have dropped a bunch of players. I don't know if we're having an issue with the server, but I think these things are dropping out. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're down to 18 from our starting 23. Well, they seem to be coming. I don't know. We'll have to give that a minute to catch up. It looks like there may be some server issues. Wallace is back. We'll have to see how that plays out. It doesn't look like we've lost that many, so we'll see. So it looks like no one is in the pit lane, so that's the only other reason for the change part. So if I go to Josh, 18, so he's not on track. Now he is. So something happened. Not sure what. Sorry about the technical difficulty. There's always excitement in Formula One, whether in the iRacing, you got to add the fact that we're here with digital cars. Let's go back up to the front. Eric Heater, followed by Christian. This battle is definitely on, as they have caught lap traffic. Eric and Christian both running on the soft compound tire. Neither one has made a pit stop yet. And within 0.2 of a second as they're gaining. Now, Christian has DRS here as they're going up into Ascari. Is he going to try the inside move into the turn? No, he does not try that move because Tim Barnett dropped away. Oh, and I think that's going to be a spin. Did he save it? Yes. Wow, what a save. Christian Bishop saves it. Coming out of Ascari, that looked like it was going around for sure. And, we got a back marker. Chris Tartamella did not, maybe you didn't see him coming around, but he did not get out of the way. Lap down as this battle, Christian and Eric, continues. And I think Christian might have him here. He's got the DRS. He's going into turn 1 side by side. But Eric is holding on. They're now side by side into the chicane. See who gets out clean. And Christian makes the pass. What a pass going into the chicane as they go side by side through the first chicane. Now Curve Grande down the back, and Eric is going to try it again. He's alongside, takes the spot back using the draft. Oh, could be maybe a little lower downforce on the setup, but definitely took off and got that back going to Lesmos. Eric is back in the lead. Now, Christian is only 0.4 back, and we're coming up on another DRS zone. Should be close at the end of this, going into Ascari, and no one in front of him this time. Track is clear. DRS is open. 1/10 the gap. Eric covers the inside. Christian tries to go on the outside, takes him on the inside of the second half of Ascari, and does not hold on. Using the drag down the backstretch now, going towards Parabolica as Christian goes out on the outside. I think maybe Eric did that on purpose and let him go by there because now Eric has DRS down the front stretch. Oh, as Christian dives into pit lane for the first of the leaders into the pits. Oh, and a bunch of them are going in to change those tires. Maybe the softs are wearing out. As Morgan Teggy has caught him. Where did he come from? I know Morgan, and that's an common statement. So where did he come from indeed? As Morgan is now into chicane number 2, goes over the bump, gets the right angle with those medium tires, has now powered past Eric Heater for the lead. The softs are wearing out, the mediums are coming in, and Morgan just took off and grabbed the lead away on lap 12. And even though Eric has DRS, I don't think he's got grip enough to keep up with Morgan. Oh! As he goes through Ascari, that's going to give him a slowdown penalty. That's going to hurt. He's going to have to ease off the throttle. And that's going to let Chris Springer go by. Chris Springer catching up to him right here. And will take second place as they dive into Parabolica. Is he going to come in this time? Is Eric going to take in the pit lane and drop off those reds? He is. He's coming in to get rid of the reds. Morgan Teggy to the point. Boy, I've seen that in my just a few times in my life with Morgan Teggy on the front of the line here. Morgan out front. Chris Springer in second. Eric in the pit lane. Adam Novotny just goes by for third. Landon Paternos is in fourth. Eric's really hating that he's sitting in the pit lane. Christian Bishop comes by. Eric is now getting his tires coming back out. He has lost a few spots because Luke Peters gone by. Here comes Eric out of the pit lane. Now Christian, Luke, Eric, Vincent have all made their stops now, and they are on the medium tire compound. Now, I have to warn you, iRacing video does not always show that they fix the tire compound, but my overlay, my standings chart is correct. So even though you might see somebody with red tires, although it's corrected now, they just did do an update. Maybe they got it fixed. But there was a time when they would put on the yellow tires and the red ones would still show on the car. But the overlay is correct. So Eric has gone in and changed tires. Morgan is still up front with the lead on the mediums. Hasn't pit yet. Followed by Chris, Adam, Landon, and Martin, all who have not yet pit. Now, Martin had a problem early, went way back, but has gained the spots back up. Where did Morgan go? Morgan lost. We lost Morgan for just a minute. No fear, he's right there. He just dropped off the camera. iRacing is obviously having some intermittent problems on the computer. It might be me. I hope not. But, and there's a car on the side. That was Andrew DeJean. He has pulled over. Maybe done for the day. Let's see. He could get back home again. No, he's back home again. He's a lap down. He's one lap down. He's not pit yet. He's still running on those red tires. Probably having a little hard time with grip. Lap 13 out of 27. So we're just about halfway. Those guys with the reds probably came in just about the right time to get their tires swapped out. Christian Bishop is the leader of those cars that have already pit. And I think we're having a little bit of iRacing difficulties because cars are dropping off and coming back. So I apologize for that. So we'll try to keep up with them as they return. Morgan Teggy out front. Morgan, Chris, Adam, and Landon have not yet pit. So want me to do something different on YouTube? you learn something every day out here. The world of the interwebs. Let's see what we got. Morgan's still running some pretty good times, 124s. Christian on the new yellows though, 123.1. So he is gaining ground, and he did get away from Eric Eater. He's now got a 7-second gap between himself and fifth, and Eric in 17 meters. So he stopped like Christian did, but also 4 seconds back now. Luke was behind him when they went into the pits, so he had a really good stop himself. And running some 122s, getting back up towards the front to see if he can catch Christian. Only 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds back at the moment. There was some spinning. What was that? It was landing. Let's see what happened in the end. Looks like just on the exit of Ascari. Coming around Ascari's exit, just gets a little bit too much gas, brings it around, does the old 360, and keeps her moving. So not too bad, didn't lose too much time. Lost a couple spots, and he's going to want to change out those worn out mediums and get himself some nice fresh rubber for this last 11 laps of the race. Let's get back to live action and check out what we're doing up front with our leader. Heavy traffic right now, through a lot of black cars. He's got 3 in front of him, and that's 4 in just a few seconds. Picking them off, they are getting out of the way pretty good. Morgan, last lap, still in the 123s. Christian also in the 123s, so no gain. We'll see how much longer Morgan's going to go on these mediums. He's got 11 laps to go this time by, as one of the lap markers jumps in. I guess these mediums are going pretty long. They're still doing some good lap times on them. Chris Springer had a bad lap that time with a 128. Losing them again. It might be because we have too many drivers. That could be what's going on. That is what's going on. That's not iRacing. That's my setting. Wow. Wake up, Big Wizard. Let's see if we can get that fixed. Live positions are on, so if we take live positions off, which of course won't happen while we're racing, so we'll never see it today. With more than 20 cars, what it's doing is it's shuffling the car that we're looking at, and it can only show you so many cars around that car on the racetrack. Morgan is still out front, I promise you. There he is. But he was far enough away on the racetrack that you couldn't see him on the screen. So Morgan out front, Chris Springer in the second spot. Chris down in the pit lane. There he goes. For some new tires, Chris, while he changes those reds. Morgan's still going on the yellows. There's Christian going by. Chris still in the pit lane. He's probably going to lose another spot. There he goes. Luke Peters getting by. He should be able to get out before Kelly Bishop. There's a 20-second gap there. There goes the Reds. He's got the Reds on now. He is in P5. Coming back out on the track. Now Adam Novotny, 14 seconds back of Morgan. And Morgan himself, which is just 15 seconds in front of Christian, who is on rails catching up on those videos. He's going to have to switch to the soft. Well, I think he'll switch to the softs. Right now he's still amongst quite a bit of track. Let's watch. Let's see what's happening back here. Christian Bishop. Adam Novotny. Adam's running those mediums from early on in the race. This guy's half the 96 goes in. 96 pulls in the pit lane. is Andrew. He is still struggling there. As Morgan continues with just 8 laps to go, he continues on those mediums from the beginning. Adam Novotny now down to 9/10 of a second. Bishop right behind. Adam is coming into the pits, changing those tires, jump onto those reds and get back out there. That's going to let Christian go by. That puts Christian back up to P2. In the 26, down. And the gap now still 15 seconds between Morgan and Christian. The last lap, 0.6 of a second quicker. If they keep going this way, Morgan, I don't think Morgan has enough time. The quickest lap, the quickest exchange so far has been by Christian Bishop and Chris Springer, 25 seconds. So with that gap, he's going to have a 10-second deficit coming out if Morgan does the perfect pit stop, and then he's going to have to run again. And then Luke Peters and Chris Springer are both saying we're going to play in this game too. Looks like if Morgan goes in now, he'll come out behind Chris Peters, in between him and Chris Springer, and try to get back out on track without losing any more positions. And Morgan is still not yet coming in. Still has not come in. This is going to get real tight. Still losing. He lost another 0.6 that lap. Actually, he lost 0.8 that lap to Christian, who is on rails. Morgan just 14 seconds out in front. Christian still moving along. Martin back in 11th spot. Back up to Christian up front. Luke, after a little bit of trouble early in the number 50, gets things back going again. Kelly Bishop just takes P7. Let's see if we can catch that. Maybe, maybe not. He's Landon. He's fighting the whole way. Maybe he's just fighting with him now. Quite a battle here between Kelly and Landon for P6. Smartly, only 1 second should go. Still need to watch and see what Morgan. There he is. Morgan is now in the pit lane. Christian Bishop in the 26, coming around. Parabolica now takes the lead of the race with just 6 laps to go. How many other spots will Morgan lose as he goes to the Reds? Luke Peters gets by. Chris Springer in the 56. Also, no, he does not. Back out front. Springer, so he did come out between Luke and Chris, as predicted, with a 21-second pit stop. Quickest stop. On his out lap. He's got the softs on now. Can he make it work? Can Morgan make those soft tires work and catch up with Luke? That's going to be the question. Christian is out front now by 8 seconds. That gap is solid. Luke in the 50 here. Trying to make him pay. Luke's on the yellows. He's on the medium. So it does say on his, so you can see here on the car, it shows he's on the softs. He started on the softs and switched where Morgan now 2.1 seconds, 1.6. He's gaining. Really good launch out of Parabolica that time. Not in DRS range yet. Still quite the battle all the way down to 5, just 16 seconds back. Novotny 6, 25 seconds, just ran his fastest lap of the race on those new reds, a 1:22.8. Great lap. Morgan is now at the 1 second mark. If he gets another 10th going through Lesmos, he will have, no, there's the line. He was at 0.9 at the line. He should get DRS. No, he didn't have it at the line. He must have been just over 1. But he's going to keep digging. He's 1.1 seconds back now. He'll keep digging and try to get that extra 10th back and see if he can get DRS. Down the front straight. Try it again. But Luke is not having it. Luke is pulled out to a 1.5 second gap now to Morgan in third. Christian up front cruising. He's got that 7 second gap. So Luke is catching him, but they are running out of laps. Christian on lap 23, just 4 to go. 4 to go next time by. Christian still out front, followed by Luke Peters. And this battle is heating up in half a second as they go into Ascari. Luke's been a little better here at this spot, but man, Morgan, oh, that was chicane number 2. Morgan is going to go through second Lesmo. Oh, a little bump, a little bobble. That should do it. Morgan's going to have DRS. It's open, and he goes by for second place. Luke Peters dropped back to third. But Luke is not going to give that up easy. He's going to stay right with him. This is a really good section of the track for Luke. He does really well in this section, a little quicker than Morgan. Through the spot, we'll see if he's close enough after Parabolica to take advantage of that low downforce DRS. He's definitely close enough. As they cross the start finish line, you see that wing drop open from Luke's car, and he's going to run him down this front straight if he can. Morgan, what a great jump out of the Parabolica turn. I don't think he's got enough to hold that back. Here comes Luke, and then down into the first chicane for P2. This is a battle that is going to keep on going. The gift keeps on going. As these guys now have dropped back 8 seconds, they've lost another second to the leader, Christian Bishop. It's his race to win. If he stays clean, he has got it. As they dive into the second chicane, Morgan 1/10 back, right on his tail. Coming through Lesmo 2, and a lot cleaner that time for Luke, but still has DRS. Morgan still with DRS is going to be able to get by going into Ascari. But like I said, Luke is just solid through here. Might be able to play the trick back that they did earlier, where they let him by right before the time marker, so the guy in front gets the DRS, and that looks like what Morgan is going to do. No, Luke still behind 1/10 back is going to get the DRS nod as they come around Parabolica, just a 1/10 of a second off, and there he goes with the wing open, and nothing Morgan can do about it as he drives away into turn 1. We've still got some action going on in the back here. Martin is still in the battles. Let's see if we can pick him up here. Oh! I think that's Brandon. No, that was Andrew. 2 second gap now between Martin trying to catch up with Brandon Dugan at the last part of this race, trying to get 8. Some lap traffic. Back to this battle for second. Between Morgan and spot at the moment. As they're diving into Parabolica, 7/10 of a second this time. Not as close. Does Luke have enough with DRS to get by in 7/10 of a second gap? The wings open. He's on the charge. If Morgan can hold him off down into turn 1, which he does, might be able to take the advantage. The Morgan's on the softs. Luke is on those mediums. Those mediums have been going for quite a while. Morgan did wait until late in the race with just 6 to go to change tires. They've got 2 laps to go. We're 2 to go in this race. Christian out front with a 7-second gap. Luke just a half a second back off Morgan. Morgan's in second. Luke's going to get DRS again. Morgan, even with those soft tires, is not able to get away from Luke Peters. Half a second gap. And Morgan with a great jump off Lesmo too. He seems to get a great jump out of that corner. But then Luke gains it right back here in Scari. Chris Tartamillo. Tim Barnett is in position 18th in the race. Oh! And Tim locks him up. Has to go from the inside. He'll get a slowdown penalty for that. And that's going to let Tim by. Chris Springer in 4th position. Eric Heater in 5th. A lot of cars out here to keep track of. Top 10, Christian Bishop, Morgan Teggy, Luke Peters, Chris Springer, Eric Heater, Adam Novotny, Landon Padrinos, Vincent Tramontana, Kelly Bishop, and Josh Lowe. The top 10. We've got last lap going on. Christian Bishop with the lead, a handy lead, 5.8 seconds over Morgan Teggy. Morgan has stretched that lead with those red tires. He's got those soft compounds working 0.8 of a second in front of Luke. But it is coming down to the wire as we watch Morgan finish this up, or Christian finish this up out in the point. Then we'll switch back to Morgan, which the battle is right there. Just 6 seconds off this lead, but here comes Christian for the win. Takes the inaugural win. The victory at Monza goes to Christian Bishop of Last Man Standing Motorsports. Procraft Racing bringing you the action tonight. And there's the win. We'll see Morgan Teggy. Morgan takes the 2nd spot, then Luke, then Chris Springer, and 3rd Eric Heater, Adam Novotny, Landon Paternos, Vincent Tramontana, and Kelly Bishop is in 9th. Kelly hung on for 9th spot, followed by Josh Lowe in 10th. These guys are just finishing up their laps now. It doesn't look like anyone is close enough to make a difference. We do have some lap traffic intermixed with all the drivers here. That is your finish. Brandon Dooley in 11th, Martin Wallace in 12th, Phil Blackburn in 13th, Jason Chess in P14, and the guys are using their healing damage to have a little fun here. Mark Micasel in 12th and 15th spot, Skylar Vickroy in 16th, Gregor Georgiev, didn't hear much from him tonight, quite a few laps down by the looks of it. Finishing up in 17th, and Theo Bishop. Todd Schwartz. Let's see. Andrew DeJean, Chris Tartamella, Tim Barnhart, and Rich Hibbs dropped out early. And rounds out the 23 car field. Wow, let's see if we can get Christian in the booth here and see if he can talk to us here for a minute. Talk to those guys. Hey, Christian, Ron in the booth. How's it going?
It's got to be
Christian, Ron in the booth here. How you doing, man?
I've been adjusting my brakes and my seats. I'm trying all sorts of things. I'm going to
Christian,
talk to my massage therapist tomorrow.
top step of the podium, Christian. How'd you do that?
I don't know, man. I was worried actually when Morgan was ahead, but then I don't know. Maybe I had the right tire strategy. Is
You
what it
definitely
was.
had a good one there. Yeah, it was pretty solid. Morgan chose the opposite strategy that you had.
Copy. I think that there's an iRacing bug right now that shows the wrong tire on people for some reason.
It shows the wrong tire on the screen of the car you're watching on the screen, but on the overlay it's correct, so I could see what everybody was running.
Copy. Yeah, I think it just shows whatever tire you have when you're in the car. So it looked like everybody was on the same tire as me the whole race.
Some of them just don't change; they just leave what's on from the beginning. But that's all right. Good win tonight. Nice run. Very very smooth. Very clean race for you. You had Luke and Eric were out front early. You hung in. Great pit strategy and got back out up front. So congrats.
Thanks, dude. I'm just happy that we had so many people on the grid. We had more cars than a real F1 race.
Yeah, you did. Probably caused a little bit of the chaos.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Let me go down
More
and see if I can get
the more chaos is better.
Yeah, that was good. It's a good race. Let me see if I can get a hold of Morgan. Congrats again.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for putting it on the broadcast.
You bet. You bet.
It was
Thanks for the
definitely
good
chaos
show.
in the back there.
Real quick.
Morgan. Man,
I'm coming,
you were
I'm coming.
flying, dude.
Yeah, we're coming up.
We're going to jump to the lobby.
I'm right
Thank
here.
you,
I'm
though.
here, man. I'm right here.
Fine, I won't go anywhere.
You don't need to go anywhere. How'd you do that? You came in second. You didn't start second.
know what? This car definitely has a learning curve. I haven't driven it very many times. This may be my third time doing it. So it was an awesome race. It was awesome watching Christian's battle up front. And you know what? The car just fell in my hands. So it worked out that time.
Yeah, you did the late pit strategy. I was watching your times, and Chris. I don't know if Chris. Yeah, Chris is in here, and I was watching the times, and it looked to me like you were going to come out right in front of him, and you did on your pit exchange. You went way late on your mediums to come out on the softs, but I figured you'd have enough at that point to give Luke a battle for it. And man, was that a battle!
Yeah, it was awesome. He put a heck of a fight. I gotta look at the data because I don't know if I pushed those mediums a little later than I should have, but just trying to learn how these tires work because I've never had to really make them last.
Well, like that guy that always says, "I just bought this track 20 minutes ago." You did great.
I appreciate it.
I'll be up there in a bit.
All right.
Hey guys, this is Ron up in the broadcast booth. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Really good run for both of you guys. Top fives for both. Little bumping and grinding in the beginning. I think was that Eric? Was that you getting into somebody earlier, or somebody got into you?
No, I think that was Peters and Christian had contact on the first couple laps there.
Oh, okay. Man, Luke came back and got that P3. That was quite a battle between him and Morgan. That was awesome. Awesome to watch.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, congrats on that, Luke. That was a great run.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna head up to the broadcast booth again. I like to pop around after the race, say hi to the guys, at least top three. But great job, everybody. It looked like a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a good time. It was definitely fun to watch.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to race too.
All right. Well, thanks again. Hope to see you next week for another one.
Yep.
All right, I got to find my own broadcast booth. It's hard to find your broadcast booth when there's so many channels out here. But we made it. It was a good run, great race. 23 cars started and 22 cars finished. So a lot of fun. Appreciate you being on the air with me tonight. This is Ron with Big Wizard TV. Want to put a shout out to our sponsor, Procraft. This is the Last Man Standing Motorsports Procraft Formula One Series, sponsored by Stair Fittings Incorporated and Procraft. With Big Wizard TV, this is Ron with Big Wizard TV. Going to call it a night. As always, do not race on the street, race on the track. If you don't have a track, then race in iRacing. iRacing.com. It's great stuff. You can get it anywhere. And you can join us here at Last Man Standing. There's lots of other leagues you can join. So have fun out there, but don't be crazy on the road. Drive politely, be nice to people, be kind and courteous, and all that good stuff. I'll leave you with the standings on the screen, just so you have them out there. And we'll play our cool video at the end. There's your results. Christian Bishop, Morgan Teggy, followed by Luke Peters, Chris Springer, Eric Heater, Adam Novotny, Vincent Tramontana, Landon Padronos, Kelly Bishop, Josh Lowe, Brandon Dooley, Martin Wallace, Jason Chess, Mark Micasel, Skylar Vickroy, Gregor Georgiev, Theo Bishop, Todd Schwartz, Andrew DeJean, Chris Tarnamella, Tim Barnhart, Rich Hibbs, and Phil Blackburn. Oh, he got a DQ. He wasn't last. Rich was the last. So, all right, guys. Thanks again. Have fun out there, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Good night, all.